Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You gotta lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Hello, it's Love Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. We are here for another episode of NXT on the road to NXT Reloaded, which is just about 5 weeks away now. NXT Reloaded going to air in January of 2024, which is fast approaching at this point. We are kicking things off with some tag team action. Up first, folks, as the families, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks, Channing Lorenzo, making their way down to the ring. We are on the road to trying to find out who are going to be the first NXT Tag Team Champions of the new era of NXT. And Tony D and Stacks look to stake their claim to being just that tonight. General Manager Bobby Roode made this matchup just last week when Tony D was trying to bribe his way into the matchup, trying to bribe the family's way into getting some tag title matchups. And so now tonight, they've got to work for it, and they're going head to head with the Alpha Academy. Just welcome Nizzle to the commentary booth, apparently. Here they come with their coach, Chad Gable, from Monday Night Raw. The Alpha Academy is here. It's going to be Otis and Tozawa in tag team action tonight. Maxine Dupree in the corner of the Academy as well. I'll have to see if I can find an updated pink attire for her. So the Alpha Academy are here. Tozawa, the newest recruit to the group. This is a big matchup for the Alpha Academy. And it's going to be the first time we've gotten to see Otis and Tozawa team up. We've seen Gable and Otis team up pretty successfully in the past as well. So it's good to see the Alpha Academy here. That's weird. So without any further ado, it is going to be Tony D and Akira Tozawa starting it off. Remember, a couple weeks ago, Tozawa actually got involved and caused Damon Kemp a match to Axiom, as now immediately Otis is tagged in. Otis with a jumping neckbreaker, Tozawa with a kick in the back. We all laugh about Tozawa. He's a silly guy that dances, but when he gets in that ring, Tozawa can go. Never forget that. Same with Otis. As now Otis, clothesline, taking down Tony D. Otis drops the elbow on him now. Tony D'Angelo goes down. Otis standing over him now as Otis grabs onto him. No, D'Angelo counters now, and Tony D. No, Otis shoving him back. Whoa, Tony D'Angelo rolls him through. Cover. For the one, no. We, of course, saw Tony D in action on the first episode of the NXT reboot when he took on, I believe he took on Trick Williams in the first round. We'll actually be seeing Trick Williams compete in the first matchup of the second round of the NXT Championship tournament later tonight. As I'm looking out in the crowd. Okay, it's not just me, right? You all see the Danhausen shirts too. Oh, and D'Angelo dodges the kick. I don't know how Danhausen's face ended up on the red polo shirts, but it's funny, and I'm not going to try and fix it because it's funny as hell, and quite honestly, very fitting with how Danhausen has been used in Alice 11 Universe. Cover by Tozawa on D'Angelo, who kicks out. He just finds his way here from everywhere, doesn't he? Because as many people know, we have updated crowd shirts as of the SummerSlam kickoff show. As now Tozawa rolling him through, has Tony D'Angelo down. Akira Tozawa's got Tony D down. Tag is made to Otis. And now Tony D starting to get back up to his feet here. D'Angelo, he and Stacks have challenged for gold before. They actually fought for the Raw Tag Team titles last season. There's a big belly-to-belly from Tony D for the one, for the two. No! And now Tony D'Angelo is putting the boots to Otis to keep him down here. D'Angelo has got him down. Otis is down. Tony D, jumping neck breaker, taking him down. Otis is down now. D'Angelo getting him back up to his feet here. Tony D with Otis, throws him across the ring into the corner. Tag is made. Stacks is finally in. This is Stacks' first time in the matchup with the strength on display here from Tony D. Stacks comes off the ropes. Elbow drop across the chest of Otis. And now Stacks coming off the ropes. Big clothesline taking him down. Now Stacks grabs onto Otis, slamming him down by the back of the head. Stacks getting Otis back up to his feet now, and here we go. Stacks firing away on Otis, repeatedly knocking him back here. Stacks knocking Otis back. Otis grabs hold of him though, and Otis with Stacks into the corner now, and Tony D having to watch on as Otis scoops Stacks up, and Otis slams him down. Here we go. Otis is thinking it's time for a Vader bomb. Oh! Stacks got the knees up. And now Stacks, big punch to the face of Otis, comes off the ropes. Big boot to Otis. And he wipes out Tozawa. And now Channing Lorenzo, getting Otis back up, comes off the ropes, and Lorenzo double knees. Cover. 1, 2, 3. The D'Angelo family get the win. The D'Angelo family staking their claims to those NXT Tag Team titles. I've been told we'll have an announcement on what the NXT Tag title match at Reloaded is going to be very, very soon. It won't be tonight, but we will know within the next couple of weeks. So that is a big win there for the D'Angelo family. But folks, we actually have another announcement from our NXT GM, Bobby Roode, up next. Well, members of the LS11 universe, I want to thank you for joining us for another week of NXT. I have a quick announcement tonight, and that is that later tonight, after our first second round matchup in the North American Championship Tournament, which is coming up next, we are going to be seeing an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal featuring the 8 men who came up short in the first round of the NXT Championship Tournament. The man who prevails in that battle royal will go on to join Axiom in the NXT North American Championship matchup at NXT Reloaded. Well, alright folks, a huge announcement there. A battle royal is going to be coming up next, but now we have got a first, second round matchup in the NXT Championship Tournament. As out first, we have got Dijak making his way to the ring. Dijak, in his own right, is a former NXT North American champion all the way back in Season 1 and 2 of the LS11 universe, which is insane to think about. 4 years have passed since he won that championship a long time ago. And so Dijak tonight is in the NXT World Championship Tournament, a championship he never even got a chance at his first time around in NXT. Dijak is a former Raw Tag Team Champion and a former Intercontinental Champion as well. And his opponent is Trick Williams. The LS11 Universe have made their voices heard. They are huge fans of Trick Williams, and I gotta tell you, so am I. This guy has got it. He has got the look, he has got the skill, he has got the power. This guy has all the makings of a future world champion. I see big things in the future for Trick Williams, and I think tonight will be a great opportunity for him to show what he is made of. He, of course, knocked off Tony D'Angelo in the first round to get here tonight. So it's going to be Trick Williams and Dijak in this first round, or in this second round matchup. Oh, and Dijak getting a start early, jumping Trick Williams out of the gate. I believe he did that to Tyler Breeze a couple weeks ago, too. Dijak coming out of the gate here, but Trick Williams with a football tackle. I mean, remember, folks, Trick Williams is all on record in saying that when he got to WWE, he was trying to get into the XFL, the football league originally owned by the WWE, and ended up finding himself at an NXT tryout. And so now Trick Williams taking down Dijak. So Trick Williams has got that power, that speed that you've got to have be on the football field. I don't know much about football, but, you know, American football specifically. Don't know much about actual football either. We don't even use our feet in American football. Anyway. Doesn't make sense. I feel like the worldwide fans who aren't from America are going to appreciate that I also don't understand why Americans call it football. As now, a kick in the head from Dijak to Trick Williams. And Dijak standing over him now. Trick Williams gets caught with a chop now. Dijak fires away for double overhand chop. Trick Williams now grabs onto Dijak, and Trick with Dijak over the top rope. Dijak hanging on now. Trick Williams. What's anything in here? Trick. Oh, what a right hook there from Trick Williams. Stunner into the ropes. And now, right hook from Trick, and Trick Williams slamming Dijak repeatedly face first into the mat. Turns him over with a kick now. Trick Williams has got Dijak down. And now, here we go. Oh, down goes Dijak again. Trick Williams starting to turn things around now, finally. Grabs a hold of him now, and no knee strike from Dijak. Dijak, no, kicked in the ribs by Trick. Trick Williams, Dijak gets out of the way. Dijak back into the ring now, and Trick Williams. Dijak running the ropes down. Trick. Oh, runs into a clothesline from the big man. These are two heavyweights going at it right now. As Trick with a big pump kick takes down Dijak. Trick Williams kicked out by Dijak, though. Now Dijak goes for right hook. Trick counters now. Trick Williams grabs a hold of him. Trick pulling him in. Throws Dijak off the ropes and hip toss taking him down. And now Trick Williams. Here we go. Whoa, what a kick attempt. Dijak rolls him through now. Dijak covered by a rope break on Trick Williams. Dijak dives to the outside. Taking him down is Dijak. Now Dijak goes for him. Trick Williams with a right hook, and now Trick grabs onto Dijak. Trick Williams throws him into the barricade. Dijak is down. Trick getting back up. Dijak. Oh! What a kick in the face from Trick Williams. Now Dijak, right hook connects. Dijak grabs Trick, and Dijak throws him across ringside. Referee the count of 5. And back into the ring goes Trick. Dijak telling him to get up now. What is Dijak thinking here? Dijak. He's going up top. Dijak's looking to fly. Diving clothesline. Taking him down. Kicking away at him now is Dijak. But Trick catching him down. Trick Williams. Whoa, wait a minute. Trick. Feast your eyes to Dijak. Trick hitting Dijak with his own move, too. No! Dijak stays in it. And now Trick looking to whoop that. Trick! Cover! 1, 2, no! Dijak staying in it again. Trick gets him back up now with a chop. Firing away on now, Trick Williams with Dijak up. Suplex takes him down. Trick Williams starting to turn things around here. Williams is getting fired up. Now Trick has got him down. Trick Williams standing over Dijak, and Trick Williams going down. Ground and pound on him. Kicks him in the ribs. Trick has got him down, getting him back up to his feet. Trick Williams. He's got Dijak from behind now, and Trick with Dijak off the ropes, ducks him. Trick, no, Dijak. Whoa, runs into the referee. Can't wait for the slow count off that one. Jumping neck breaker now from Dijak. And Dijak, oh, went for a crossbody, nobody home. Dijak back to his feet now, taking down Trick, and Dijak with Trick Williams back to his feet. Dijak, right hook connecting. Fires away at him, punches him in the gut now, and Dijak, super kick to Trick Williams. Dijak gets him back up to his feet now, and Dijak with Trick. Back into the ring. Dijak now has got him down. Dijak. Oh, wait a minute. Dijak. Pulling off the turnbuckle pad. Ref, do something about it. This is not a no DQ match. So now the referee going to do something about it. And Dijak. Oh, no! Dijak went low. And Dijak. Feast your eyes. 1, 2. No! Where did Trick Williams find the wherewithal to kick out? Dijak putting the boots to him now, and Dijak stomping the hell out of Trick Williams now. Dijak has got Trick down, and Dijak getting him back up to his feet. Dijak pulls him in, kicks him in the ribs, and Dijak with Trick up on his shoulders. Dijak. Powerbomb. 1, 2. Trick stays in it again. And now Dijak is getting him back up again, and Dijak firing away on Trick Williams, knocking him back here, punches him in the gut. Trick Williams staggers. Dijak. Oh! What a kick from Trick Williams. Into whoop that Trick. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Trick Williams is moving to the semifinals of the NXT Championship tournament. That is a huge victory there. Trick Williams with the win. What a victory there for Trick. We've still got more coming up right now. So the cat's out of the bag. Johnny Wrestling is returning to Monday Night Raw in just 13 days. Everyone knows about it now. LS11 Day 1, January 1st, 2024. I will be back on Raw for a one-on-one match with the phenomenal AJ Styles. It's going to be a return for both of us that night. Two of the best in the world going at it in the main event of Raw. Obviously, that is a huge match I'm looking forward to. AJ and I have some unfinished business from this time last year at Clash of Champions, but don't think I'm underestimating the NXT Championship tournament. Yeah, I got Jinder Mahal in the second round. A lot of people think, oh, well, that's just going to be an easy walk through to the next round. Well, you know what? You never underestimate a guy like Jinder. And here's why. No matter how many times he's been knocked down, here lately, he's getting back up, and he is finding craftier and craftier ways to get through his opponents. So yeah, no, I'm not underestimating Jinder, because the last guy who underestimated Jinder became the shortest reigning U.S. champion in WWE history. So next week, Jinder Mahal, Johnny Wrestling, one-on-one, second round of the NXT Championship tournament. The following week, Johnny Wrestling and the Phenomenal One on the first day of 2024. It's going to be a busy week for me, but it's simply because I'm the best of the best. All right, well, it is time for that 8-man battle royal. We're going to rapid fire these entrances tonight because there's 8 of them, and also because, as many of you know, I just moved, and so I got to unpack because my wife and our roommate are on their way here on a 6-hour drive. So I got to be able to help them unpack when they get here too. But I got to try and get the house a little more unpacked. But Hurricane Shane Helms out first. He lost to Baron Corbin in the first round. We're going to be seeing someone pull double duty as well because of this tonight. Out next, the man who lost to Chris Masters in the main event last week, Apollo Crews. Remember, the winner of this Battle Royal joins Axiom in the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT North American Championship in just a couple of weeks at Reloaded. I'm really excited about that matchup. Many people already picking Axiom, who's the only man in the matchup thus far. Many people already picking Axiom as the heavy favorite to become the first North American champion. So Apollo Crews out next. Lost to Chris Masters last week, as I said. Out next, here comes the one-man Southern Rock Band. The man who lost to Jinder Mahal, his former tag partner, last week. It's Heath Slater. This is the last chance for Slater, who's still a free agent. Out next, the man who lost to Odyssey Jones in the first matchup of the relaunched NXT. Noam Dar, the leader of the Fight Factory. And I can confirm now as well, speaking of the Fight Factory, next week we're going to see Fight Factory versus the Viking Raiders, with the winners going on to NXT Reloaded to fight in the first NXT Tag Team Championship matchup. So Noam Dar out next. And now here comes the big Von Wagner to the ring. He lost to Tyler Bate a few weeks ago in the first round. So, Von Wagner, I don't really know what else to say about Von Wagner, quite honestly. Guy's been around for 3 years almost, and I still know next to nothing about him. But then again, I don't watch NXT weekly. I know he likes Cosmic Brownies, apparently. Out next, the man who lost to Dijak a few weeks ago. NXT Black and Gold Original. Tyler Breeze on his way to the ring. Prince Pretty. Tyler Breeze, a big matchup tonight, potentially for Breeze. This could really be a turning around point for Breeze, who has never been a singles champion. And now pulling double duty, the man we saw get a tag team victory in the opening contest tonight. The Don is back for another matchup, which means it's a great night for me. We all know how I feel about Tony D. I'm a huge guy. I'm a huge Tony D fan. If you don't remember, just go back to, like, I think it's the Build to Elimination Chamber earlier this year, where Tony D made his return. I was excited. So Tony D out to the ring next. He lost to Trick Williams in the first round, who we saw earlier tonight, move on to the semifinals. Out next, the man who lost to Johnny Gargano in the main event of the first episode of the NXT relaunch, Wes Lee, making his way to the ring. Wes Lee could be a real dark horse to go on and become North American champion, if you ask me. Wes Lee on his way down to the ring. What a rascal this guy is. And so let's do this. We're going right into it. No hesitation. Who's going to be the first one eliminated? It looks like it could be Slater. Got two of our free agents going at it here. As Crews with a powerbomb. Suplex from Breeze to Wes Lee. Tony D and Crews going at it now. Heath Slater going after Tyler Breeze now. Noam Dar. Whoa, Von Wagner's caught him now. Tony D sends Apollo over the top. Von Wagner slamming down. Whoa, Apollo's the first one gone. We're just moving right along through this, aren't we? Noam Dar with a drop kick to Helms. Now Heath Slater's got Tony D and Heath Slater trying to get rid of Tony D'Angelo. No, Wesley, it might have unknowingly saved him. Noam Dar eliminates Hurricane Helms. Oh, and Wesley, look at this. Taking down Von Wagner. And now, Noam Dar grabs Heath Slater, throws him over the top rope. Slater hanging on, though. Heath Slater trying to stay in it here. Noam Dar trying to eliminate him here. Heath Slater's hanging on, though. Noam Dar's pushing him. Von Wagner choking out Tony D in the ropes. As Noam Dar is trying to take down Heath. And now Von Wagner getting back up. Heath Slater knocking back. As now Von Wagner grabs onto Tyler Breeze. Wesley going after Heath. Von Wagner. Oh! Von Wagner with an elimination. Did you ever think you'd see the day? Now Wesley. Could David throw the stone that takes down Goliath? Wesley has got him up over his head. He's thrown him over the top rope. Heath taking down Tony D. Heath Slater's a former WWE Tag Team Champion. Never forget that. Now, whoa. Tony D went for a German suplex to Noam Dar. Wesley. Oh, with a bit of with a butterfly powerbomb there to Von Wagner. Very similar to Tyler Bates' Tyler Driver. Freaking Rana from Wesley to Noam Dar. Heath with a backstabber now to Wesley. Von Wagner now getting knocked back. Noam Dar takes out the arm of Von Wagner. Hits him with a clothesline now, and now Noam Dar firing away on Heath Slater, shoves him back. Knocks back Tony D now, and Noam Dar, no! German suplex from Tony D. Takes him down. Now right hook there. And firing away at one another here. Into a sling blade, and now Tony D has got Heath. Von Wagner. No, Wesley's still back up on his feet. Snapmare from Wesley, who drop kicks Von Wagner. And now Noam Dar. Whoa, Wesley hanging on. Wesley using that athleticism to stay in it. Tony D taking down Heath. Heath, the only free agent remaining in this matchup. Oh, an Olympic slam there from Von Wagner. The corner now goes Noam Dar. Von Wagner taking down Wesley. Von Wagner turns Wesley around. Von Wagner with Wesley up on his shoulders. Wesley hanging on now. Wesley fights free from Von Wagner now. Grabs a hold of him. Wesley rolls through. Oh, Heath with a massive clothesline. Wesley taking down Von Wagner. Now Heath looking for wake-up call. Noam Dar. Oh, Heath taking him down. Now Heath Slater with a clothesline. Heath Slater staying in it now. Slater grabs a hold of him and takes down Tony D. And now Noam Dar with Heath Slater. Heath Slater thrown over the top rope. Noam Dar eliminates him. We're down to 4. One of these 4 men is going to go on to be in the North American Championship matchup. Noam Dar's firing away on Von Wagner. He's knocking him back here. Dar has got Von Wagner in the corner. Noam Dar trying to pick the big man up. Noam Dar with Von Wagner. Out of the ring. And now Wesley. Whoa, knocked back by Tony D, but Noam Dar with Tony D. Throws him over the top. Noam Dar is going to reload it. Noam Dar joins Axiom in the NXT Reloaded North American Championship matchup. Noam Dar with the victory there. The Scottish Supernova with the win. Rude! Can I help you? Let me get this straight. They all lose in the first round. They get a shot at being North American champion. I make it to the second round and get screwed by an incompetent ref, and I don't get a shot at the North American title, which I never even got a one-on-one rematch for 4 years ago now, by the way. Well, Dijak, I can understand some of that frustration, but I still make the choices around here. I make the matches around here. Well, you should make a match that gets me a shot at the North American title. I'll think about it. All right, we have got some qualifying action for the Women's Championship ladder match coming up next, folks, as here comes Tatum Paxley to the ring. The winner of this matchup is going to join Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, and Gigi Dolan. I believe that is all the qualifiers we've had so far? That sounds right. It's been a wild few weeks. Okay, yes, that is correct. Wow, we're already a month into the NXT reboot. That's insane. So, Tatum Paxley has made her way down to the ring. A young upstart is Paxley. She's going to be taking on a veteran tonight, though. A woman who we're going to be seeing for the first time in LS11 history tonight. A woman who's actually supposed to have shown up many times by now. There have been loose plans for her to show up many times by now, but it's just always fallen through each time. And that is the legendary Meiko Satomura. Meiko Satomura making her way down to the ring. Could be considered the final boss of the NXT women's division by some. Decades-long veteran of women's wrestling. This woman competed in WCW. That's how long she's been around. So Meiko Satomura makes her way to the ring. It's going to be Tatum Paxley and Meiko Satomura one-on-one without any further ado. Here we go. It's Tatum Paxley knocks her back. Elbow strike to Meiko Satomura. Turns her over with a kick. I know Meiko Satomura is someone I've been waiting a long time to bring in. I think there were pitches to bring her in as far back as Season 2. It's just taking us a little while to get there. Oh, and there's a kick in the head. A smooth transition there from Satomura. And now Meiko Satomura firing away on Tatum Paxley here. Uppercut knocks her back. Meiko Satomura throwing Tatum Paxley off the ropes. Grabs her arm drag, taking her down. And kicks her in the ribs. Satomura taking her down now. Meiko Satomura getting her back up to her feet. Goes for a kick. Tatum Paxley countering here. And Paxley with Satomura grabs her for a suplex, taking her down. Grabs a hold of her now, and now Tatum Paxley turns her around. Forearm strike to Meiko Satomura again. Tatum Paxley's got her down here, punching away at her repeatedly. Tatum Paxley firing away on Satomura, has got her down with a slap in the face. Of course, our main event is going to be coming up next, folks. We're going to see the NXT in-ring debut of him, Jim Uso, who's going to take on Joe Gacy of Schism. There's a kick there from Tatum Paxley. Goes for another kick. Meiko Satomura kicks her in the back. Knocking her back here, and now Meiko runs in. Takes her down now. Going around behind her here. Meiko Satomura with Tatum Paxley. Grabs her. Back body drop. Taking her down. And now Satomura with a couple of well-timed kicks. Gets her back up to her feet now. Going for another kick. Firing away at her here. Knocks her back with an uppercut. Knocks her into the ropes. Meiko Satomura tying her up in the ropes now. Choking her out in the ropes is Satomura. And she whips her off the ropes. Her knocked back here, and here we go. Tatum Paxley with a drop kick, taking her down. Grabs a hold of her now, pulls her in, and Bulldog takes her down. Grabs a hold of her now, rolls her through. Headlock takeover has got her down here. Tatum Paxley. Headlock takeover to the veteran. Rolls through, though. And now Meiko Satomura getting back up to her feet. Meiko Satomura sidestep, ducks under her. Pellet kick, taking down Paxley. Grabs a hold of her now, and now Meiko looking to finish it quickly. Pulls her in. Lifts her up. Death Valley. No! Paxley managing to slip free into a facebuster on the veteran. Into a cover now. Tatum Paxley. One. No! Meiko Satomura stays in it. Now Meiko Satomura trying to get back up now. Paxley knocked back. Meiko firing away at her here. Satomura knocked back now by Paxley. Tatum Paxley pulls her in. Throws her across the ring into the corner. Tatum Paxley running in. Forearm strike. Taking her down. Grabs a hold of her, getting her back up to her feet. Meiko Satomura pulls through, knocking back Tatum Paxley now. Now Meiko putting those feet to work here, kicking away at her. knocking her back here. Mako Satomura. Pellet kick connects again. Has Tatum Paxley down. Getting her back up to her feet. Mako Satomura grabs her. But Tatum Paxley hanging on. Tatum Paxley now knocking her back here. And Paxley grabs a hold of her. Tatum pulls her in. Gets her up. Suplex taking her down. Grabbing onto her. Getting her back up to her feet here. And Tatum, no. With the right hook. Satomura countered. Mako Satomura fired away on her. Knocking her back here. Sidestep. Turned around. Right hook connects. Tatum Paxley picks her up on her shoulders. Drops her with a powerbomb. Taking down the veteran. Turns her over. Rolls her through. Cover. Tatum Paxley for the 1. For the 2. No! Mako Satomura kicks in. Kicks out. I've driven 14 out of most of the last, 24 hours, so... Now Mako Satomura gets her up one more time. Here we go. Is she going to finally hit it? Death Valley Driver finally got it. 1, 2, 3. The final boss is heading to NXT Reloaded. Mako Satomura with a victory. What a victory there from Mako Satomura. Folks, our main event is just moments away. A huge matchup coming up. Jimmy Uso versus Joe Gacy. Alright, folks, it is time for the main event of NXT. Here come the Schism. Joe Gacy and Zion Quinn making their way down to the ring. Joe Gacy trying to get the wheels turning here on NXT, but it has just not been working so far for the Schism. He recently came up short to Axiom in a qualifying matchup for the North American Championship. He's been thwarted every turn by Jimmy Uso, who keeps causing the Schism a lot of problems as they try and use their 2-on-1 advantage on people. So now Jimmy looks to handle business against Schism tonight. So here he comes. It is him, Jim Uso, making his way down to the ring. Jimmy Uso on his way down. This is going to be his first matchup as part of the NXT roster. He shocked many people when he showed up to be part of NXT, but in a good way shocked people. I remember a lot of people were thrilled to see him. A lot of people excited to see what Jimmy Uso could do now that he was on his own. His brother's been doing great work as part of Monday Night Raw on his own. And of course, the Usos, they were split up due to Next Wave injuring Jimmy. So many people thought Jimmy was going to return to Raw to team back up with his brother, but instead, Jimmy, as he put it a couple weeks ago, his brother Jay is doing just fine on his own. He doesn't want to step on his toes. He doesn't want to get in his way. He thinks if Jay can go singles, then he might as well give it a shot while he can too. I think that's a pretty admirable choice by Jimmy. So Jimmy versus Joe Gacy. Without any further ado, here we go. They lock up. Joe Gacy throws him in the corner. Joe Gacy with a clothesline. Coming off the ropes now, and oh, a big punch into the face of Jimmy Uso. Joe Gacy's got him down now, and Joe Gacy getting Jimmy Uso back up to his feet now. Grabs a hold of him. Gacy pulls him in. Has Jimmy going for him. Gets him up. Jimmy Uso slides out of it now. And Jimmy with a super kick into the back of the head. Grabs a hold of Joe Gacy now. Jimmy throws him in the corner now. Jimmy Uso, right hooks connecting. Firing away on Joe Gacy. Jimmy Uso knocks him down. Hits the ropes now, and Jimmy, big drop kick connects there to Joe Gacy. Grabs a hold of him now. Jimmy Uso getting him back up again, firing away on him. Hits him in the ribs now. Jimmy with Joe Gacy throws him across the ring again into the corner. And Jimmy Uso. Oh, what a punch in the mouth. Grabs onto Joe Gacy now, and Jimmy with a chop. Firing away at him. He's got him in the corner now. Jimmy Uso hammering away on him. No, Joe Gacy with a counter. Now Joe Gacy grabs a hold of him, pulls him in. Floating neck breaker. And now Jimmy Uso, headbutt by Joe Gacy, has him down. Gacy now has got him back up. Jimmy. Oh! Joe Gacy was taking a moment to taunt him, so Jimmy Uso fired back at him. Jimmy kicking him in the ribs now, and Jimmy Uso sidesteps him, slaps him in the face now. Joe Gacy grabs a hold of him, scooping him up now, and Gacy carrying Jimmy towards the corner, and throws him across the ring, taking him down. Joe Gacy now turning Jimmy Uso over now. Joe Gacy grabs a hold of him, and a gut-wrench suplex, taking him down. Joe Gacy's got Jimmy Uso down. Jimmy booted in the face by Joe Gacy. Gacy grabs a hold of him, slamming him down by the back of the head. Joe Gacy grabs a hold of him again now. Right hook connects. Jimmy firing away at him now, knocking him back. Jimmy Uso pops him up. Samoan drop, taking down Joe Gacy. Now Jimmy getting him back up to his feet. Jimmy Uso pulls him in. Joe Gacy with a right hook of his own. And now Gacy grabs a hold of him, kicks him in the ribs. DDT to Jimmy Uso. Jimmy pulls himself onto the bottom ropes now. Joe Gacy getting him back up to his feet on the apron. Now Gacy with a right hook connects. And now Gacy grabs a hold of him, going to the outside. Now is Joe Gacy. He grabs Jimmy Uso. He pops him up, and he drops him on the apron with a back body drop. Jimmy Uso down. For the count of 1 here. Gacy getting him back up now, and Joe Gacy, whoa, throws him up the ramp. Over at the count of 3, turns him over. Leg drop connects now. Joe Gacy standing over the fallen Jimmy Uso. Kick in the back now. Joe Gacy grabs a hold of him, gut wrench position, lifts him up. Oh, he drops him on the steel of the entrance ramp. 6 count. Jimmy back to his feet now, and Jimmy Uso runs back into the ring. Joe Gacy back in. Super kick from Jimmy, who suckered him in. And Joe Gacy hit with another one. Jimmy sidesteps him. 1 more. Joe Gacy is down. Jimmy Uso. He was going up top, but Joe Gacy getting back to his feet. Jimmy with a right hook. Super kick again. Gacy getting up. Jimmy. Super kick. He's got him down now. Jimmy Uso with Joe Gacy down for the splash. 1, 2, 3. What a win there for Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso with the victory. That's going to do it tonight, folks. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of NXT. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.